I'm an introvert. And when I'm alone, I notice like one of the first things I do, I like being alone, but then I also want to connect deeply with one other person. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
who can I call or something? But I'm always wanting that connection. So there's always this fear of loss of connection if I'm not being, if I'm disappointing someone. Yeah. Or if I have to do that. But what I've noticed that is in doing that, and if I do it in a way that where I do take ownership and we do have like a meaningful conversation around it, the connection strengthens and deepens
Yes.
if it is meant to hold. So
Yes.
it doesn't really, you can't really lose it if
Meant
you
to
tend to
hold.
it well. Yeah. If it's meant
Yes.
to hold and if
And you
there's
tend
tending
well.
on both parts, like if both people
Mm.
want to like work through that, um, then we do. And it's difficult and it strengthens connection. And I walk away feeling like that was a worthwhile conversation and I grew and my heart expanded. And like, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Like I'm really only interested in having real growth producing, love expanding conversations and not bullshitting and not small talking
Totally.
or not withholding like, pieces of myself just to acquiesce to something. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, that's no
Yeah.
fun for me.
Well, it's just not who you are becoming. Like that's the old
Yeah,
conditioned self that many of us.
right. Yeah.
Okay. This is so rich. I want to transition because I want to
Okay.
hear a little bit more about your program. And it sounds like there's
Yeah.
still some openings. So can you share
Yeah.
with listeners what are you up to and what's the invitation?
So yeah, I wrote the book Midlife Emergence first, and then I realized I wanted to have these conversations with other people who are going through this, not just a one way, like here's a book. And the book is memoir, but it's also an invitation for the reader to dive deeply into their own emergence, and it will,
Mm.
be unique to each person. So as I went through mine, I sort of my own emergence, it wasn't linear at all. There's not like, I really wish I could have written a book and created a program that was like, 10 steps to an easy midlife,
Right.
transition. Here you go. Like that does not exist. And everyone's is going to be different and about different topics.